Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Noelle, and today I was going to do a shoe review on the Hoka One One Clifton 8, but then I just saw that Strava has released its year in review, and I just wanted to go through it with you guys. Okay, so it is my year in sport 2021 personal highlight reel. Here we go, we're loading the data. And I'm kind of always scared whenever I see year in sport because an accounting is going to be done about how active I was during the year. So here's some good stuff, apparently. I was 252 days active versus 2020 when it was 273. But then, of course, there are still 2 weeks left in 2021. So we'll see if I can equal that. No, I can't. Cycling was my top sport of 2021, which is a stark difference to 2020 when I did more running. But I guess it's because I had to stop running for about 6 weeks, right? Because of my injury. And I did a lot of cycling during then. Also with MX Endurance, the sports platform that I am a member of. We had a number of Zwift challenges throughout the year, so I definitely had to stay on the bike, and so that definitely contributed to my mileage this year. Yeah, and 17% of other activities, that just means, I guess, my swims were classed as other activities. I did more yoga than swimming this year, which is understandable because my pool was locked down for most of the year. Achievements. Given that I did all of my cycling indoors, I set 60 new personal records on, I guess this is Zwift, because my top segment was the Fuego Flats forward sprint. New personal records there. Okay. Total time. So, wow. September, I did 25 hours of activity, which was the most throughout the year. I was pretty consistent, if you can see the round bubbles of the year. And obviously December is going to be much smaller because they only started counting. I guess they stopped counting after the 15th so that they could churn out this year in sport. So that's why December's so small. Total distance. 2,868 kilometers. I did the most in January this year. I'm not going to hit 3,419 kilometers total, which I did in 2020, but that's completely fine considering all that happened this year. I'm not stressed about it. Now, let us go on to the next slide. Total kudos. I'm very poor with kudos giving in Strava. I don't really spend a lot of time scrolling through the feed, which is my bad, I know, because there are a lot of people who do that and they give kudos to everybody who they encounter on the feed and who's done a good job on the activities. So maybe my New Year's resolution for 2022 is to give more kudos. I need to learn to give as much as I can. So, okay, good cause. Total elevation. That's a lot of elevation, 15,362 meters. And then we have 2 slides left. Oh, okay, so this is already the summary. Which is not too bad if you just look at the 2021 totals. It's pretty decent, and I'm actually happy about these numbers considering that we were stuck at home most of the time and because I had to stop a few activities throughout the course of the year. That was my year in sport on Strava. And it's kind of like when Spotify released their own top songs 2021, that sort of thing, in which they try to take a snapshot of what happened throughout your year by hard numbers. Like, for Spotify, it was the number of times certain songs were played, the genres you listened to, With Strava, it was number of kilometers you logged, the number of meters you gained, the number of activities that you actually completed throughout the year, the number of days that you were active. But it's always important to remember that they just count numbers. They don't really count the emotions you experienced throughout the entire year, the things that you did not record or do on these apps throughout the year. Don't get down on yourself if you didn't equal your feats from the previous year compared to this year, which is what happened to me. Strava doesn't know I was injured this year. Strava doesn't know that the pools were closed this year. I appreciate the report that I got from Strava because at least it shows my consistency throughout the year. Obviously for them, when people share Strava year in sport, it kind of intrigues others to check out their own thing. And intrigues other people who aren't Strava users. I don't really know of any other endurance people who aren't Strava users, but anyway, it gets them to try out the service. So it's a win for Strava. And one thing I think I can use this year in sport to build towards is other goals for the next year. I'm just actually grateful that I was able to stay as active as I was throughout the year. I know a lot of other people got sick or, life circumstances changed, so they couldn't really engage in endurance sport as much as they used to. So yeah, just being grateful about it and about the things that I was able to accomplish this year. Like, for instance, I led the MX Endurance Rest of the World team throughout our Strava and Zwift challenges. So that was an interesting experience. I had to do it while I was injured, maybe for the 2 out of the 6 months that we did it. But before I was injured, I was able to sign up to a number of virtual rides and virtual runs that were pretty rewarding when it came to remembering why we were doing these runs and rides for charity and for fundraising and for awareness raising. So yeah, the year in review brought back those memories as well. I'm also grateful to the people at PACE Prehab and Recovery for accommodating me and making me feel at home and also guiding me throughout this entire recovery period. I know that they can't do the work. I have to do it myself, but I'm so thankful to have their guidance in the work that I need to do to continue to recover and be able to run as I used to. I'm very grateful also to all of the people who sent me items to try out and review and experience, and they have all been really great and have definitely varied my endurance and wellness experience throughout this year. You take the good with the bad, but what this year in review from Strava tells me is that it was mostly good, and I can confirm that from my heart. It was mostly good, and I am looking forward to 2022. This ends our series of videos for 2021. I am taking a 2-week break, and I will be back in January 2022. Let me know in the comments if there's anything specific that you want me to make a video for, and I will try my best to get it out there for you. God bless you. Happy holidays. For those of you who celebrated, a Merry Christmas, and have a wonderful New Year. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe if you haven't yet. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye!